So I walked 10,000 steps a day for 30 days. Here are some non-scale related things that I noticed in 30 days of walking 10,000 steps a day. Probably the most significant thing for me that I noticed from walking 10,000 steps a day is that my back pain decreased. It decreased so much that at this point that I'm never going to stop walking, whether I have to do it inside or outside or whatnot. I don't care, because it's worth it. That back pain was debilitating, and now it's barely even there. The next benefit that I got from walking 10,000 steps a day that is not related to the scale is that I sleep better. I used to wake up every single night at like 3 a.m. in the morning and just be up scrolling on my phone. I did a little research on that, and I have learned that that can be from high cortisol levels, meaning high levels of stress. And that takes me to the next benefit of walking 10,000 steps a day, and that is less cortisol and less stress. I do take a supplement that helps me decrease my cortisol levels. However, it wasn't until I started walking 10,000 steps a day that I really felt that it was working. And speaking of supplements, I also take another supplement for bloating, okay? And it wasn't until I started walking 10,000 steps a day that I have been able to get the full benefit of not bloating. I found that bloating supplements work like immediately. So if you are bloating after a meal and you take a supplement, then you are immediately getting relief from bloating. And I still take this supplement first thing in the morning every single day, okay? But the walking does something different for your bloating. It gives you more like a sustained benefit of not bloating as much. Which leads me into the next benefit of walking 10,000 steps a day, and that is you're going to have bowel movements more often, more frequently. So if you're always constipated, it's probably because you're not moving enough and you're not taking enough fiber and you're not getting enough of the nutrients that you need in your body. But walking 10,000 steps a day is definitely going to get you moving. The next non-scale related benefit that I have seen from walking 10,000 steps a day is that my menstrual cramps are like very much decreased. Sometimes they're not even there. Last month, my cycle just snuck right up on me because I had not a cramp in sight. So if you are a person like me that has unbearable menstrual cramps, try doing this. After your next cycle, make that your day one of walking 10,000 steps a day. By the time your cycle comes back around again, you'll probably be at like day 20 or so of walking 10,000 steps a day if you stay consistent. And for me, that was more than enough time to see the benefit of decreased menstrual cramps. Try it and see. It might work for you as well. But those are some things that I've noticed in walking 10,000 steps a day, some benefits that are non-scale related. What are some things that are non-scale related that you notice in walking 10,000 steps a day? Let me know in the comments. And hit that follow button if you want to walk with me.